everybody, welcome back to Andertons TV.
Yes.
Today, we are looking at another range of pedals that has found its way across the Atlantic to the fair shores of Guilfordshire, all the way from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
Home of the Blues Brothers.
And the Deep Pan Pizza.
And many other wonderful things.
Sweet Home Chicago.
Exactly. Anyway, yes, we got tipped off. There was a cool guy, Johnny, guitar player from a band called The Evictions, who must be 8 or 9 years ago now, started building his own pedals. That developed into the Daredevil pedal company. Cool name.
What Daredevil?
Absolutely. Unlike the superhero, he doesn't make these just using the power of sonar. So,
can you imagine?
Anyway, look, that first bit was just like 30 seconds on each one because we're not going to have time in this video to go through everything. But the cool thing is, if any of those pedals kind of piqued your interest, there are videos on each of those pedals on our website that Daredevil themselves have made.
Oh,
and
cool.
we just grabbed a chunk of different guitars just for some fun. And we thought we'll pick out the three
guitars
that kind of were our sort of favorite ones, just to deep dive a bit more in. And I'm going to open up the hype as well. I like the hype. I like the mystery behind the fact it's got no knobs on it. And I'll show you the inside of one so you can see what the pedals look like inside.
Got a foot switch. Is that a knob? The foot switch? That's kind of a knob.
That's a switch rather than a knob, isn't it?
Is it a switch knob?
Or
is it a knob switch?
It could be.
Yeah.
So the Creeper I liked a lot. That was a very fat sounding, fuzzy drive pedal. And I thought we'd just have a play around with that to see what kind of tones we could get. So Northern Creeper is it's not a copy of another fuzz circuit. It's one that Johnny's come up with himself. I thought maybe I was hearing some old school fuzz circuits that I was a bit more familiar with, but no, according to the website, it is unique. As unique as any fuzz circuit can be.
Unique as the name is. Because that's a great. The names are great. Anyway.
So let's start with everything on. Well, here's our clean sound, and by the way, this is the clean sound that every tone in that introductory bit had.
Like, clean. This is the Hanson T style into the DP40 clean like this.
I like it. So, as you can see, I've got volume and attack. Attack is doing the amount of fuzz. With level here, it does feel a little bit like it's like a lot of old fuzz pedals. I think it's less volume than with the pedal off. So.
I like it's kind of a Velcro-y kind of thing.
Yeah. I like fuzzes that are initially a bit spitty, but then as soon as the note kicks in, they go a bit chewy and sort of like
spitty and chewy. So they chew first, or spit first, or
no,
they chew and then spit.
Then chew. So let's start putting a bit more fuzz in and see where we go.
Oh! There's a
almost
gate
like
in
a
there.
gated thing.
you dial back the volume. Nice.
So that's the Northern Creeper. Was there ever? I mean, in this country we had like the Yorkshire Ripper. I don't know if in Chicago did you have a sort of a infamous murderer called the Northern Creeper?
Oh, there might be like a Netflix series on
maybe
that.
It's just a plant that's a perfectly innocent type of ivy or something like that.
Oh, maybe it looks like a... Well, what does that
looks
look
like a referee's outfit from like an ice hockey game or a football game or something.
Yeah, or could it be like a jail outfit? You know, they used to have stripes.
Johnny from Daredevil, please comment below. What is the pattern on there inspired by? Oh, sorry, the Cocked and the Fearless. Again, I think we picked this one out just purely and simply because, you know, it's not the kind of pedal that you see by other brands. So we've got like a volume and a gain and a high-low switch on one side of the pedal. And then we've got a sweep and a blend to kick in this kind of cocked wah kind of vibe. The wah is not independent, so this side only works when this side is on.
Yeah.
At least it's just, I'm sure that's what. Yeah. So
I should have done that now.
We'll start with just like a low gain vibey thing.
It's a nice overdrive.
Yeah.
And it's like distortion. It's like a proper... it when it becomes like really thin, and if you dial it all the way up with the wah thing, because you can still hear the signal underneath the clean signal. It's almost touch sensitive, isn't it?
So that was a little bit of a deep dive on that one. And
I like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, it's a different pedal, isn't it? It's nice to see. Well,
I think when we jump from the Daredevil website, there's a link over to Johnny's band, The Evictions, and it's like it's kind of like a, I suppose,
riffy rock and roll.
Very well, borderline punky kind of rock and rolly kind of thing. So you can definitely sort of see where his inspiration for these kind of fuzzy sounds and some of the sort of the more spiky kind of drive tones comes from. So here we go. Look, last but not least, the hype. It's all about the hype, man. Okay, so we are inside the hype now. And as you can see, if you hopefully have got good eyesight here, it says Sweet Home Chicago, made in Chicago, sorry, here. And you can see the little board here populated as it is. And they all look a bit like that inside, but what we've got is this little trim pot, this white pot here, that allows me to adjust how much boost. So Pete, could you gain up your amp a little bit more?
Well, I can certainly try.
So now we'll just, again, this is a great example of how to, how you would use a boost pedal like this to take a sort of a mildly overdriven amp into a bit more. And again, I guess if you know where you want the sweet spot to be, and then you don't want anyone to, or your foot to adjust it, or for it to get adjusted in transit or anything like that, this is quite a cool way of doing it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So that is currently off. Switch it on. Okay, so with the trim pot all the way down, that's 0. So don't put it there unless you want this to be like a mute button, a really expensive mute button. So here it is on its lowest setting.
There's some kind of there's some more clearance going into
so that's off.
Yeah.
That's on.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, that's off. So even when the level is the same, it's taking a little bit of bass end away, and there we go. So let's turn this up. See what...
Can we see what it does with a clean amp, please? Right, so clean.
Yep.
Here we go. Here's clean.
And minimum setting.
It's like treble boost kind of thing, isn't it?
Chucking a bucket load of boost in, isn't it? There we are.
Big and fat and juicy. I like that. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that idea. So that was our little foray into the Daredevil from Chicago range. These are all hand-built. Money-wise, the Hype is the least expensive one by some considerable margin. This will cost you about 120 quid. And then all the other pedals are around about the sort of 200 to 220 mark, something like that. But links are in the descriptions below or in the of this video. And if Daredevil himself was here, not Johnny, that's the actual Daredevil, he would ask you to like and subscribe to this channel for more pointless and ridiculous and sometimes informative information on guitars, amps and pedals. See you next time. Okay.
Hey, 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 welcome back to Andertons TV.
This is where I get the blame for the videos all being too long. Come on.
Those big eyes.
Help me. Help me.
It's so bad. Oh my god.
I can't handle it anymore. I just... Damn it was going so well.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even going well. It was going so bad.